Blood Angel's Tactical Champion. I imagine the champion may be based on the Sanguinary Guard model, and if that's the case, I hope we get abs on our power armor. Okay. Pretty interesting observation there. Now, yes, this Blood Angel Tactical, this is a tabletop character, obviously. You can see a fair amount of different details that I feel like the devs might need to address here. I mean, let alone the abs, right? But obviously we see an iron halo here. And then, not to mention, dude, honestly, this gold might be what sells me on the Tactical Champion. However, you know what will really sell me on the Tactical Champion besides the abs is the cape. The cape. It's mainly the cape, obviously. If they end up putting a cape on the Tactical for the Blood Angels Champion, I'd be pretty impressed, to be honest. And obviously, we have been theorizing what the devs could have meant with the something they should have done or something they said they weren't going to do, but they're going to do. Yeah, obviously, there is room to speculate that we may be getting a Tactical with a cape. In my opinion, looking at especially these two models here, or at least I think they're two models. This is the top one right here. I just think this is the same model down here, just without the cape, right? Anyway, I really think the cape kind of sells the entire Blood Angels vibe here, at least for Tactical. I will say, I don't think it's a deal breaker if the Tactical comes without a cape. However, look at this Sanguinary Guard right here, dude. It looks incredible. It looks incredible. I couldn't imagine this without a cape. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. It feels that divine, essentially. The cape really brings it all together. And not to mention, it makes Blood Angels feel like they actually, you know, they feel a little bit more special in a sense that the devs are willing to go this route to satisfy Blood Angels fans. I mean, look, Tactical Blood Angel, I get it. It wasn't everybody's main choice. However, if the devs are adamant on adding the Assault Jetpack for the Blood Angels Champion, which is pretty interesting, I definitely think the devs should go at least just a little bit further and add a cape. I definitely think this is a great opportunity for the devs to give us a champion skin for the Blood Angels that is going to make everybody very happy. Because, yeah, at the moment, it seems like it's kind of divided. A fair amount of people just want a Blood Angels Tactical skin, and they don't really care. I mean, they just want a Blood Angels cosmetics at all, you know what I mean? But then, obviously, there are players who just aren't very satisfied with the Jetpack option, and I think that's kind of silly as well. I do think the fact that the devs added in a Blood Angels Champion Jetpack, at the very least, let's see it first. You know what I mean? Let's see it first. If it's just a jetpack that's red, that would obviously be very disappointing. However, if they add some flair to it, I mean, yeah, why not? I'll take it an Assault Blood Angels jetpack. Why not? But yeah, when it comes to the Tactical Blood Angels skin, or the Tactical Blood Angels Champion skin, and from the tabletops references we see right here, I mean, sheesh. I think at the very least, what we will be getting is this gold variant without the cape, which is unfortunate. I really think they should add the cape. It really goes a far way here. I don't know why, but it does. It really does. But yeah, let's go into the comments and let's see how people feel about this. If this is how they soft launch capes on other classes, I'll cry tears of joy. Yeah, that's the theory. At least that is the theory we are working with. However, I can definitely imagine that it could perhaps be Blood Angel Champion specific if they have a cape on the champion skin for Tactical. I don't know if they will just add a Blood Angel cape for armor across the board for Tactical. You know what I mean? So I do think this is the theory, like 100%. I have a hard time imagining a Blood Angel for the Tactical that, you know, for whatever reason was going to be better than the Assault Champion for Blood Angels. If they are really adamant on going with Tactical, I just think they have to get creative. I really do. Tactical is kind of bland in a sense, or he's bland without the cape and the Iron Halo situation going on. Obviously, we are going to take a look at some of the other models as well, but I definitely have a hard time imagining the other models being the example for a champion skin, essentially. Like what we just saw, that is 100% a champion tactical. That, to me, that looks amazing. If they were able to get the Blood Angel champion to even look like half as good as that, I mean, obviously the abs are going to be necessary, but almost as necessary as the abs are the capes. I am genuinely going to confuse a lot of people if I keep doing that joke, because people are going to be like, oh wow, do you really want the abs? But hey, you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, regardless, yeah, let's take a quick look at some other models for an example. All right, so this is some other Blood Angels. They do have the gold armor, which I think I am leaning more towards the gold armor for this champion at the very least, because we do have a lot of red for the Blood Angels chapter pack. Man, look at that banner, dude. That banner looks sick. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, giant wings. Giant wings are definitely going to be pretty clunky. I do think these are older models as well. I don't know what really stands out to me to make these look old, but yeah, the wings I can say for a fact we're not getting. These would be so clunky. The fact that they are just like obscuring everyone's view behind the Blood Angel champion, that could be rough. But not to mention, we see this is 5 models. This is probably a squad. Dude, man, those weapons look really good too. Dude, like, look at the power sword right here. That's amazing. The axe. Ah, sheesh. Okay. Let's not try to ask for more than what we're getting. But yeah, see, like, models like this, I'm less inclined to think we are getting something similar to this. The wings obviously are just way too janky. The Blood Angels community hates the new models because they got rid of the wings. Big decorations made the death masks have a big, gigantic forehead, got rid of the battle axes for their loadouts in the tabletop, and weird poses. It gets to the point of a meme that every unique unit for the other chapters that comes out are great minis, while Blood Angel players just bemoan why they didn't get the level of love for their release. Well, I mean, hey, again, this is a great opportunity for the devs to bring some love to the Blood Angels, get a tactical champion that looks very, very good, and not to mention, maybe even go the extra step. I mean, besides the extra step with the jetpack, which they are practically required to do because of how many people wanted to see an Assault Blood Angels champion. Well, also consider how many people want to see capes. So I think if the devs already did the legwork for the jetpack, I mean, why not just add a cape for the tactical champion? I am definitely a little bit skeptical of that cape being on other classes, or no, on other tactical chest piece specifically. I think the champion skin will probably have a sort of, unique cape, if that is the case. So I just don't know if they will let you kit bash that, essentially. However, I have a really hard time imagining a Blood Angels champion. I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe we're getting the jetpack for the assault because maybe the tactical Blood Angel champion skin isn't good. That would be unfortunate. That would be very unfortunate. But also you have to keep in mind we can, kit bash champion pieces now. So the fact that they added the jetpack, I just think is a pretty good sign that they care. And yes, that was actually a topic of conversation, was the devs' appreciation, essentially, for the Blood Angels. Yeah, the Blood Angels are a top 3 popular chapter, and a lot of people criticize the devs for treating them more like an afterthought. So I really have a hard time believing that the devs would just redo the same intentions, or at the very least come up short with the Blood Angel champion, when they know now, at the very least, they know that the Blood Angels champion is probably the most sought after champion since, I don't know, the Dark Angels Bulwark, maybe. It won't be a golden boy. Alright, so I honestly, as far as what I've seen, I am actually expecting a golden boy, to be honest. That said, I'm pretty sure you can still customize it and everything like that, depending on what pieces they allow us to use. It's going to be pretty interesting. After looking at some of the other tabletop pieces, I really do think they're going with the golden boy. In fact, the image they used to kind of showcase that they were doing the Blood Angels champion, they did use a golden boy for that picture. So I'm not too sure how reliable that is, but every other red captain, right, I'm pretty sure the champion skins are slightly based off of captains. Every other Blood Angel's captain I've seen either has the cape or he's golden. So I don't know. It has to either be a golden boy or, hey, I'll take a red champion if we have a cape. And yeah, I mean, with that said, also with the whole cape situation, if the cape is unique, it's not going to be, it's not going to be very easy to have a unique Blood Angel's cape apply to everything else the Tactical has going on with their cosmetics. So I don't know. I will say though, this comment specifically has 15 downvotes. So it seems like either people want a golden tactical champion, or at the very least people just like the golden boys, so they didn't, they just didn't like that comment. But yeah, I wanted to highlight this one just to point out that the color of the champion skin might not matter, because potentially we can just customize it anyway. But yeah, still though, what will matter is if the cape is Blood Angel centered. I'm not too sure how the devs can pull this off, but seriously, when it comes to this champion skin, I have a hard time finding other, champions, other captains for Blood Angels without capes or without being a golden boy. Okay, the golden boy thing is pretty funny, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we're gonna get a gold tactical with a 6-pack and capes. It potentially could be the coolest champion we have in the game, so I'm excited for it. I definitely want to, see what they're cooking on that. But yeah, I wanted to relay this topic to you guys to see if you feel the same way as I do, that they likely will be adding capes for tactical because of this champion. And if they do, I'm not too sure how much we're going to be able to customize it, but it would be nice. I mean, at the very least, if they do end up adding capes for the tactical, maybe they can just let you use the sniper capes, I guess. I don't know. Sheesh, that could be weird. That could be weird. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. And thanks for watching.